nose. Oh, I need to adopt some. And I hope that my happiness is oozing through. Oh my god, that looks scary. I don't know if I gotta do that one again. So let's do that one again. No worries, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna pause. Time out. Hey guys, welcome to the All Things Zara G podcast, hosted by me, Zara G, where I bring you good vibes, good energy, and wholesome conversations. And today's conversation is going to be a little bit about where I am on my healing journey, and mainly what the foundation of this podcast is about. I'm at a point where I believe in healing through conversation, and that really goes, it's a testament to where I am in my life right now, because I'm pretty sure there was a point where I would not speak. I am not telling X, Y, and Z about anything. So I had like a moment. So like if I'm gonna come here and be my authentic self and be my real self, I have to be that. So if I did not have a great day yesterday, or I'm having a good one today, but I need to talk about it. I want to talk about it. This is my space to heal, but heal you guys. Maybe I say something and you guys resonate with it and it becomes a thing. So here we go. Okay. So a little background is I started my healing journey, I would say about 4, 5, 6 years ago. Actually, less than that. Round about third year of uni. It was the pandemic. I said I'm going to have therapy. The NHS are offering it for free, so I've done that. Let's not go into that journey just yet. I think I'll save that conversation for another day. But I've done that, done CBT, doesn't help. I've done some other stuff, doesn't help. And then after a few little bit more battling, I find myself ending up deciding to do real therapy, like not what the NHS offer me, but some real stuff. And I think that really begins, why I'm saying this is it really begins something in me to heal through conversation. And that's why today I sit here and I'm going to talk, and it's going to help you and help me, I hope. But yeah, let's talk. So I'm a firm believer right now of healing through conversation, because had I not had the conversations that I've had up until this point, I most likely would not be here. Well, be in a better space. I wouldn't say be here, I would definitely be here, but I wouldn't be sitting here in a space which I can record in, with the things that I have, with the equipment that I have, if I did not speak, if I did not communicate. And healing through conversations is just communication. But had you told me to do this about 6, 7 years ago, am I that old? Yes, I'm that old. It's around in my 20s, my early 20s. I would have been like, I don't want to burden anyone. I don't want to ask. But you know what? Closed mouths don't get fed. They don't. And I'm literally sitting here because of that. And I'm going to start off with saying that I'm at a place in my life where I am content. And had 18-year-old me heard this, or even thought that this would be a thing, they would have been like, what? What do you mean? You're never going to be happy. You're never going to feel peace. You're never going to feel like calm. And today I sit here and say that I feel content. I am content in what I have. I might not have everything. I might not have everything I wish I wanted, or what I wanted to have at this point. But what I do have, I am happy with. I have community. I have family. I have hobbies. I have journeys and experiences that I can literally relay to people and help them open up and maybe talk to me about. I am at a place where I just feel peace. But to get to this place, it wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. And I'm going to give a quick background on maybe how I got here. And I really did get here by, I think a main thing here, I'm always going to talk about therapy when I have these types of conversations, because I'm not always trying to have these conversations, but this is the mood that I'm in today. So I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be me. And where I am today on this, I feel like I'm at a point where I've started my healing journey, let's say easily now properly would be 2 years ago. But I'm in a space right now where I'm feeling the consequences of all those actions, and these are positive like consequences. So I don't even know if consequence is a word that I should be using, but these are this is the positive outcome of what was a difficult journey for me. It's not an easy journey, and I don't think some people will ever. I don't know. I think everyone could get here. I believe that everyone should get here, and in a place where they are content with themselves, or they are content with what's happening in the world, or just with what they've gained. But I say this to say, sorry, I've been rambling on. I say this to say that I've come to a point in my life where I am genuinely so happy. So happy. And I can't stop saying that. So I'm scared because I'm like, am I going to jinx it? I don't know if I'm going to jinx it. I don't think I'm going to jinx it. But yeah. Healing through conversations is a topic where communication can help you get to a place where you deserve to be, because you never not deserve to be happy. And that's so crazy for me to say, because sometimes I used to think, oh my God, I'm in a bad place. I'm going to sit in my bad place and I'm going to dwell in it, and I'm going to be in it because I deserve to be in it. But it's like, no, you don't. Who said you deserve to be unhappy? Who said that because a bad thing happened, now all things need to crash down and you need to stay in that space? You don't deserve that. And for me to say this right now is it's a testament to where I am in my life, and to get to a point where I genuinely feel so content. I am so happy, everyone. And I want everyone else to be happy. And everybody's direction to get to this point is going to be different. But I feel like if I share a little bit of mine, it might help, I want to say, to get to this point. And I know that I might not always feel at this peak of my happiness. But what I will say to myself and to you guys is, even if I get to a day where I have a bad day, I'm going to pick myself right back up to bring myself right back here. And when I say that, I mean here inside. Because God did not put you onto this earth for you to just feel pain. He put you onto this earth that if you felt pain, you recover from it and you become your best self. We don't go through trials and tribulations without there being something of it. Like, you know, at the end, like, people don't run marathons for the sake of running them. There is an end goal. They are getting somewhere. And whether they're doing it for themselves, whether they're raising awareness for charity, whether they just want to fulfill a goal within themselves, or it's a journey of their fitness journey, like at the start of their fitness journey. Whatever the reason is you don't run a marathon just to run a marathon. Like, it takes so much mental, physical, I want to say physiology? No, mental, physical, emotional challenges that you have to take just to run that marathon. But I say that to say that the marathon that you should be also focusing on is your mental health. And here we go again. Zara's talking about mental health. Yes, I am. I'm talking about it because we all deserve better for ourselves. But let me put the gun fingers away. Yeah. your marathon should be, your end goal should be to feel content in whatever position you're in life. And I'm saying this on the other end where I've come to a point where I'm actually happy, but I understand that people are going through it. I say that to say, if you want to have a bad day, you have that bad day. If you just want to sit in your feelings for that hour or so, or for 24 hours, or you just want to watch your movies, or you want to watch a series and just binge watch, you have that if that's going to make you feel good. But don't have that for too long. Don't have that for too long to a point where you may not come back. Because everyone deserves happiness. Everybody deserves to feel like they can be knocked down and come right back up. And it might take you a day, it might take you a week. Sometimes it takes months, because it's easy for me to sit here and say, well, hey guys, something happened to me yesterday, or I felt a little bit upset, or, you know, I was knocked over and I got right back up today. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to continue with life. But me 6 months ago wasn't like that. The reality is that was not me 6 months ago. 6 months ago, if I was upset, I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset at work. I'm upset at home. I'm upset. Like, that wasn't at uni, but I'm upset. I'm withdrawing. I'm going through it. But I'm just like, it's so crazy that I've gotten to a point in my life where, because of communication, because I've made some of the decisions that I've made, I am actually able to sit here and be like, oh my God, I was upset. I got up and I got over it. That my nervous system is calm. My nervous system didn't see a threat. It wasn't alarming. I didn't feel like it was the earth is about to swallow me up. I genuinely felt like calm. And a weird thing about it is, I know I keep saying I'm going to heal through conversations, but I'm hoping this conversation heals you. Whatever upset me wasn't a big thing. Like, I couldn't even say what it was. But whatever anxiety that I felt, or whatever that triggered me, the fact that my body was calm, because I've come to a point where I've come to therapy and I've spoken and I've tried to learn the tools and take on the tools to kind of help me get better. I was frustrated at myself because I was like, why am I so calm? Funny enough, I'm at a point where I was angry. I was angry because my body's not reacting to my anxiety. I'm frustrated. I'm like, why are you so calm? Why do you feel content? And then I realized, and I took a step back, which is actually what's helping me with today's topic. And I said, you've come to a point where these physical things can't bother you. They couldn't bother you if they tried to. And you have put your faith into something else. You have put your faith into something that's more than you, something that is bigger than you. And it feels weird. So I go on to talk about communication, because had I not communicated or been in a place where I can open up to people and even like come to therapy, like, again, my healing journey started 2 years ago, but I'm only seeing the effects of it now. And that's because I sat in this very same space and was upset, was like, yeah, I'm not going to work on myself. I would say I was in denial, because I was definitely understanding what was happening. But I just genuinely thought things won't get better for me. Like, I'm in a place where nothing is going to get better. It doesn't matter how many degrees I have under my belt. It doesn't matter where I work, what I do. I'm never going to get better. I'm just going to have to go through life being the way I am and figure it out. And that's not right. Like, I wish I could go back and tell her, like, Zara, like, you're going to do great things. You're going to be great. You are great. You are doing great things. you are going to live your dreams regardless how big or small they are. But I've also come to a point where not everybody's ready to hear that. And 2 years ago, I wasn't ready to hear that. I wasn't ready to take the advice that I was given. I wasn't ready to be held accountable. I was going to be dismissive. Why are you holding me accountable? This is literally was my attitude. Why am I being held accountable for things that have not happened to me, like that I didn't deserve, or things that I had no control over? And realistically, what do we have control over? Everything is written. I'm a firm believer of everything is written. So whatever test you've come by it's your testament. It's your journey. You had to go through that to be the person that you are today. But don't let that person be sad. Don't let that person be unaware. Don't let that person not be the best version of yourself, because this goes to everyone. Like, you guys, we all deserve to be the best versions of ourselves. We all deserve to be in a space where we are happy, we are loving, we are caring, we are at peace. Something happened, I need to find peace in it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how long this will last, and I'm hoping it lasts a very long time, but I just want to know that if I hit another down day, I'm gonna be able to pick myself up. And I guess this next part is going to be about community, because without community, without trust, life is really lonely. And I say that from experience, because I've been so afraid of opening myself up to people, or allowing people in, or even allowing like family or friends to see a different side of me. You know, I don't want people to just know me for my mental health. I want people to know me for my good vibes, my good energy, and my wholesome conversations. But I want people to know me for the person that lived inside for so long and wasn't allowed to express herself. And it wasn't that I wasn't allowed, I just didn't want to. I was scared, because I had this fear of opening up and being hurt. It's like, oh my God, if X, Y, and Z can hurt me, why can't A, B, and C do it too? You know, just because A, B, and C are new doesn't mean that they have any better values or morals than X, Y, and Z. And if I didn't allow myself to open up, I wouldn't be in the position that I am today, where I have a community. And I'm not going to cry, because Zara doesn't cry. But to have a community where I feel loved, I feel accepted for who I am, for what I've done, and to have the people that have supported me and have believed in me when I didn't believe in me. Because it's so easy for me to sit here and be like, yeah, hey guys, I'm all great, I'm all good, I went to therapy and I got fixed. That's not true. I went to therapy, it was a part of my healing journey. I'm nowhere near touching the capacity that I could be. But I didn't get here just in a blink of an eye. And if I didn't have the right community, the right people to go to, the open conversations that I needed to have, and not all of them are always going to be great. They're not always going to be positive. You are going to break down. I broke down one too many times, but nonetheless, I'm here, and I may break down again, but that's all a part of this journey. I feel like I keep talking about journey, but the main point here is your community. Like, to be in this very space that I'm in right now, I would have not got it without talking to people. If I didn't speak about what I wanted to do, if I didn't speak about where I wanted to go in life, and if I didn't, where I speak about community, I speak about the people you hold dear to you, the people who, even if they haven't seen you through your good days and all your bad days, you know, they are there for you. There are people. I was so afraid of opening up. I was so afraid of allowing new people into my life because of, let's say, past experiences, let's say even secondary experiences, things I've seen other people go through. And I'm like, oh, do I really want to attempt to let people in? If I didn't let those people in, if I didn't get to a space where I felt comfortable to be like, hey, I need a friend right now, or I need my brother right now, I need my mom, I need someone. I didn't get to a space where I could be like, hey guys, I need your help. Because as much as I wanted to believe that I had superpowers and I'm Miss Independent and I can do it all on my own, and I can do it on my own, without my community, I would be nowhere near as close to contentment. I would say contentment that I am. Without having the friends, like, if you knew me at the beginning of this journey, I was not going to open up myself to nobody, because people will hurt you. And that is true. Some people will hurt you. There are not great humans in this world. I'm not going to sit here and be like, we live in a world where unicorns and fairies and rainbows are in our presence every single day. No, there are some people that are hurting for whatever reasons that they are hurting. They are going through it and they may project, but don't deprive yourself of happiness or a community, because loneliness is real. I'm going to tell you, loneliness is real. I went through a period of my life where it was just me. I wasn't going to get help from anyone. I wasn't going to open up myself to anybody. I probably maybe had like one or two friends, and even then I was never going to open up to them to the level that I open up now. And that comes with age, obviously. I was young. Whenever you think you find a threat, you're going to protect yourself. You're not going to be like, oh yes, please hurt me. Like, you're not going to do that. You're going to run. But I think what has helped me is to understand the people that I can run to and not away from. Because if I'm going to run away from everybody, I'm missing out on the roses in between the thorns. And the people that I have in my life right now are roses. So thank you to the bouquet in my life. But each person has empowered me differently. And each person has given me a perspective that I'm able to take in for myself, but also understand someone in. Like a simple good luck, or a simple knowing that someone wants me to do well and I'm not my only cheerleader is a beautiful thing, because I'm their cheerleader. Like, I want you to do well. I want my friends, my family to be on their own journeys, and I want to know that success is at the end of it, regardless of what their choices are. We all deserve a level to hit. Success looks different for everybody, whether it means it's that job you want, it's the money you want, it's peace that you are looking for, it is a holiday, or it is your own business. Whatever success looks like to you, people, there shouldn't be a feeling or a sense of like competition. We are all on different journeys, and if you can find the people that will help you on yours and you will help them in turn, then don't turn away to those experiences, because the most beautiful things can happen from them. The most beautiful things. So to kind of conclude today's little segment, I would say this conversation, just sitting here and me talking about it to myself, but also you guys, has healed me, because I genuinely wouldn't have I wouldn't have thought I would get here. But I also say this with discernment, with a lot of discernment, where a lot of people are sometimes just not ready to hear things, because I've been there. Like, I've been in a space where I'm like, I'm not going to listen. I don't want to listen. You may think you know better, and you probably do know better, but guess what? I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen. So whatever life throws at you, I guess you don't have a choice but to take it. So you're going to have to take it regardless. But I say it to say, let's use discernment. Like, let's understand what we're getting out of it. You know, I would have never known that the job that I got would lead me to meet some incredible human beings, some incredible minds, someone, like, I even got to meet a friend. I got to make a friend as an adult. And do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard it is to try and find friends when you're like 20 plus outside of uni, and, you know, you don't hang around with all your same friends you went to with school? It's hard. Like, you know, so having those connections and then meeting that friend who has allowed me to meet other people in her life, and I've gone on to meet even like greater souls, like, that's amazing. And it's really just all through communication. Like, my friendship healed me in a way that I didn't know I needed to be healed. And it will be a betterment for my future relationships, because I don't want to just stop at having one friend. I want to have loads of friends if I can. I mean, even if I don't, it's okay. But I want to know that I'm able to have those relationships, whether people are going to be long term, whether they're going to be short term. I want to know that I'm going to be open to them. I'm going to be happy to have them, that I am not going to run away and I'm going to run to them. I am going to run to you with open arms. I am not running away anymore. And that's where conversations have got me. That's where communications has put me. That is the position in my life that I am in. And it's not easy to get here. So it's so easy for me to sit behind a mic and sit behind a camera and say, hey, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, I'm doing fantastic. But I have to be honest, it's not going to happen overnight. And you have to be open to wanting it to happen. And the thing is even if you are dismissive towards it and you don't want to be open, that's okay. Like, I'm here to tell you that is okay. As long as you work towards wanting to get to a better place, then that it's fine if you're not open to doing these things right now. My piece of advice is if the tools that you are given, you are not ready to accept them, then it's just not your time. But your time will come. And I feel like there needs to be a belief in yourself that you just deserve an ultimate peace. You deserve ultimate happiness. I'm hoping that my energy, my happiness, my vibes are oozing through this. Like, I want you guys to feel how I feel. I want you to believe that you deserve the world, whatever position you're in, whatever you've done, whatever you feel like you deserve, it should never be anything less than happiness. And happiness within yourself, not the happiness that you give to others, not you've made someone smile. I mean, make people smile, don't make them cry, but not because of what you are doing for others. It's because of what you are doing for yourself. Like, you deserve the ultimate best in this life. You and don't ever accept anything less. Don't. I mean, you don't get here without having to do the work. And if you're not ready to do the work, that's okay. But get to a point where you can do the work. Like, get to a point where you want to find yourself in a space where, you know, you can be happy. And you don't get here without boundaries. I'll tell you that for free. I am learning boundaries. But yeah, you don't get here without having boundaries. And you're going to slip up, because I slip up. Sometimes I lower my boundaries when I should not, but it happens. But if it happens, I just try again. I'm not going to let that let me down. Why am I going to let that let me down? Why am I going to put energy into something that is not fulfilling me? So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to be. But yeah, thank you for listening to the All Things Zara G podcast, hosted by me, Zara G.